Hello friends, fellow beer geeks, Merry Christmas. Welcome to another episode of the Craft Beer Geek. The beer I have for you tonight is another beer from right here in Gainesville, Florida, our own hometown brewery, Swamphead Brewery. This is their Darkwater, a Florida black ale, sort of a black IPA, I guess is probably what I'm expecting to get out of this. It is in this 750 milliliter bottle, comes in at 6.8% alcohol by volume. And the price on these are around $12.99. As I said in past episode, Swamphead Brewery is just starting to be able to bottle and do some off-site canning, some mobile canning. Started to increase production, mostly just been available on tap here in the North Central Florida area, but slowly growing. And they just broke ground on a new brewery here in town, another part of town where they'll have more room to have on-site canning, so that's going to be awesome that they're going to be able to get their beer out to more people as they make some really great beers, and it's sort of my go-to beer when I'm out having a meal. Almost always I can find this beer, one of their beers on tap if I'm at a good, decent restaurant. So that's awesome that we have a local hometown brewery that really does a good job and can get their beers in most places. So that's awesome. So I'm really excited to give this a try. I don't believe I've actually had this beer before, so that's quite interesting. It's pretty difficult for me to find a Swamphead beer that I haven't had, but I don't think I've had this one before. So let's go ahead and get it cracked open and see what it's all about. Okay, so true to its name, this poured out a very dark brown color, a light tan head with nice, tight, foamy, creamy-looking head. Yeah, just a little bit of brown color coming up through the glass here. Not too much light getting through here, but it's not stout dark. It's just a dark ale color. So let's see what the aroma is like. Yeah, right. Definitely in the nose, a very strong, citrusy, a little bit pineapple sort of aroma. If you were smelling this blind, you wouldn't have any idea that it was such a dark color. You'd be saying this is some sort of IPA or Imperial IPA, just a very hoppy ale. So I'm ready to go ahead and give this a taste and let you know what I think. Cheers. Yeah, right up front, I'm just hit with a bunch of grapefruit in the taste, and then it finishes with a nice sort of dark, more of like a brown ale sort of lightly roasted, toasted wheat bread kind of flavor to it almost. Just a toasted, darker bread sort of note. Really nice, not real astringent or roasty like a coffee or chocolate. It just has a nice more of a dark bready sort of toastiness, and really good for this time of year, the fall season. Really nice. A really nice blend of citrusy notes and darker breads, and sort of really nice here in the holiday season, and a really fresh grapefruit taste right up front. Just really nice flavor there. Really good beer. Really nice carbonation level. No kind of off flavors. Just really tasty. Really refreshing, and also really robust in its flavor. Definitely not just very much a pale ale. It has sort of those darker, more, like I said, dark bread, dark wheat bread, pumpernickel kind of darker breads. Really tasty, but not without being sort of coffee astringent, burnt sort of astringent there. Really nicely done. Really good, just a hoppy, dark brown ale, very dark brown ale. Really tasty, really flavorful, and really good for this time of year, as I said. So yeah, I'm getting down near the bottom of the first glass of this Darkwater from Swamphead Brewing, and I'm really enjoying this, really appreciating the sort of citrusy grapefruit notes up front, finished with a nice dark, rich, bready, dark wheat bread kind of flavor in the finish without being sort of astringent and burnt. Just a really nice beer all around, really refreshing, really enjoying it. So with that being said, I think I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. Mainly just knocking it down because of the price. The price on these are just kind of high. I think it mainly has to do with that they're bottling these by hand. They don't really have a bottling line or anything of that nature. They're sort of manually filling these bottles, and they're very limited in what you can get, mainly just in the North Central Florida area here. But Hopefully in the future they'll be able to sort of ramp that up and make these more affordable and more available around the southeast, if not the whole country. So that'll be great. Swamphead has done some really great things, won some awards already for their beers, and they're well deserved. And like I said, it's something, my go-to kind of beer when I'm out and about here eating dinner in the local restaurants and whatnot. I'm really appreciative of being able to have their beers, and they're always really good. So yeah, 9 out of 10. Swamphead Darkwater, black ale, dark pale ale, whatever you want to call it. Good beer all around, really enjoyable. I want to thank you for watching another episode of the Craft Beer Geek. If you like this review, you can find lots more over at craftbeergeek.com. And if you feel like doing some Amazon shopping, please use the link on the right-hand side of the page on craftbeergeek.com. We'll get a small commission of anything you purchase. Won't cost you any extra, and it's completely anonymous, so no worries there. And remember, please drink responsibly. I don't drink bad beers. You shouldn't either. See you next time. Cheers.